Where did Tony put my knife? Boy. What is up? How's everybody doing tonight? How's everybody doing? Heck yeah, with the recurve, Missouri. Yeah, I got it done. Not in a good way. That right there is the entrance hole. Right there. Chance, I shot that. I got it with the recurve tonight. It was a bad shot. It was a liver shot. But we made it work, man. We made it work. So we got Timmy here in the background. Outdoor foreshore. Yep. He came over, helped get the wood stove started so it's nice and toasty in the garage. We can relax a little bit. And it's chilly. It's like 40 degrees out right now. I got the whole thing on video. You guys are going to see, like tonight was insane. I shot this deer. He bedded down. It's a little button buck. He bedded down like, I don't even know, 33 yards from me. And it was wild. Another buck came in, chased him off. Yeah, tonight was something. I'll tell you what. Tony, you got the knife? Tony's got the knife. I should have more of them. And I'm hoping he'll start butchering so that way I can start grabbing the trays, getting everything going. Missouri, I'm going to work on the video tomorrow. Chance, like I said, bad shot. Another buck chased him off, 250 yards. It was a rough track. Like, I'm not going to lie. You'll see in the video, guys. Like, you're going to see the whole thing. But I wasn't sure for a moment if we were going to find the deer or not. And it was pretty low, you know? That's the way it goes. That's archery hunting. So, but I'm just glad we were able to recover him and keep the pain train rolling, you know? What are you doing, Timmy? Yeah, I'm gonna need a lot for the ceiling. Cover all that up.
Probably about 20.
But how's everybody else doing? Missouri, I haven't heard from you in a while, man. I hope you're doing all right. Hopefully your season's going well.
Missouri, you can open up yet?
You still got the knife, brother. You got a couple miles off.
Right on the back of your truck. On the fridge.
No, it's on the fridge. What do you think? Just start back up here and work?
We go live?
Yeah, we're live.
Is everybody on?
Yeah, we got a couple people on.
Who are we talking about?
What do you think? Start up here and work around?
Yeah. I'd watch those fingers, bro.
Yeah, I know.
When is the video coming out, Al?
I will work on the video tomorrow, guys.
Chance is waiting for gun.
Oh, I could have fun.
Chance, what rifle do you use for deer hunting or gun?
Don't let him talk too much.
Oh, that's fucked.
Don't you sit here like, what the fuck is Alfred Pecker doing?
What is Alfred Pecker doing?
WP Missouri Outdoors. Yeah, sorry. I've been good, just really busy with getting ready. I've been lazy this year.
Yeah, I feel you. I feel that. Can't say I've been lazy. We've been getting after card, Tony.
Chance uses muzzleloader and 410.
Just need that little bit to like not be on there. That'd be good. Now, for everybody watching, Tony's like a surgeon, but he's going to sit here and watch me struggle for the next 10 minutes. That's all right.
It's always fun watching somebody struggle.
You're never gonna become surgeon status unless you get it done.
I'm going to kill a couple more deer.
Practice, man, practice.
Look, when me and my brother-in-law do this, we have it down. Like, I do the deboning, he does the skinning. If he gets it skinned, I'll debone any day of the week. He's good at skinning, I'm good at deboning everything, so.
Really? Because you were pretty anxious to pick up the knife and get this thing up there.
Well, yeah, getting that up there, hanging it, it's easy. You just poke where I poked. Right, Tony? Poke it. Just poke it. Just a little poke here and there.
Who's all on? Let's see.
Oh, well, you have 49? 49 on right now.
I am for what is going on. Thanks, Tim. Fishing girl, what's up?
She's like, Alfred Pecker actually kills deer? No way.
Yeah.
It might have been roadkill. We can't confirm yet.
Nah, I'm not into taking pictures with roadkill.
We can't confirm nor deny. Skinning a deer, that's what we're doing. Yeah. Yeah, I'm all about it. Deer tastes really good in spaghetti or anything else that you cook.
Ooh, see, no, I never had deer and spaghetti.
What about deer tacos?
Never had deer tacos.
Venison tacos.
My brother-in-law made them last year. He loved them, but that was the stuff we processed ourselves.
Pretzel, Al shot this one with his traditional recurve. He's using a Samick Sage. Samick Sage knockoff that he bought off Amazon. It's an $80 bow. And this is the second deer he's killed with it this year. So, you know, for all you guys out there that maybe want to do the same kind of thing, it doesn't cost a lot of money to get into it. Jack says he has to do that a lot. Yeah, we're going to have some deer steaks. They're not going to be big ones.
Not from this deer.
Lee, no, this isn't Baltimore County. This is Pennsylvania. This would have been.
Lee's on.
Yeah, Lee is on.
Yeah, no, this wasn't a Maryland deer. This was Pennsylvania
Yeah,
deer.
it's a Pennsylvania deer. So let's talk a little bit about what happened, right? Lee, you can probably appreciate this about Al. He'll work harder than just about anybody out there. But tonight he specifically wanted to go after a doe, and I said, man, I got a spot. Like, this tree is guaranteed. And he's like, is it climbable? And I'm like, well, I think so. I think. This tree is about, I don't know, that big around. But anyway, Alfred goes out there and he gives it his all. He gets up in the tree and he is towering. He's probably 30 feet, which probably led to a little less of a pass through than what he wanted. The shot placement was a little back, but he did center punch it right in the center. But it came out like right in the middle of the stomach. But anyway, this was the first deer to come in. He takes a shot at 14 yards, and then the deer beds down immediately at about 33 yards. Well, then a 7-point, 6 or 7 point, I'm not really sure. It's one of the same deer that I was filming the other day. It comes in and it goes to bump this deer. And when he told me that, I knew exactly which deer this was because I filmed this deer about 65 yards from where I was at. What night was that? Monday night, I guess, huh?
Monday, yeah.
So I knew it was a button buck right away. And that's, you know, it made sense at that point to Al. Like, yeah, that's why that other deer come in and bumped him off. And then the rodeo just happened. How many bucks came into that tree?
4 bucks.
4
Under the
different
tree,
bucks.
within 10 yards of me, 4 bucks.
And one of them, by my best estimation, and you guys can see the video, I posted a short, Tuesday morning, or maybe it was Monday night. It's a big, solid 10-point. It's probably a 200-pound deer. Probably scores like in the 122 to 125, 26 range.
I'd say a 130-ish.
It might be. I tend to score a little bit low until I get them on the ground. But, you know, it's a real decent buck, a big mature, probably 5-year-old deer for Pennsylvania. It's a bruiser. So he come into the tree. A couple other does come in, and he had a riot. Like I literally pulled into, you know, as close as I could, and I'm shining the headlights and beeping the horn, trying to get the deer to move off so Al could get down out of the tree. So it was quite a rodeo. And then the track job wasn't extremely difficult. It wasn't easy, but it wasn't extremely difficult. We did back out and gave it an extra 2 hours. Then went in and found it piled up down in the brush. So, why did you shoot the dink? Well, you know, we have about 6 doe tags apiece, so we're going to shoot a lot of them.
7 for me.
You good?
You're going to need to tuck into that tail, though.
I'm ready, big boy. Yeah, the warrior's ready. Chill out, big daddy.
Take this down and then go
Anyway,
side.
that's kind of what happened this evening. And now we're just going to pull this thing off. We're going to gut it. Well, we're not going to gut it. We're actually going to pull the hindquarters off, pull the shoulders off, and just let it all intact as much as possible, because it's probably a mess in there. And our concern is just trying to preserve the meat as much as possible, not make a mess.
Right down the breast or between.
And
Can you just hold the camera like this one?
make it nice and easy. There you go. Just zip it right on down there, Al. I don't see any wiener.
Turn a little bit for me.
There are, yeah, they do issue a lot of doe tags. There are probably way too many deer. Like, he actually uses a DMAP tag for this deer because one of the places that we hunt, they have so many deer, and the vast majority of them, like, there's just too many of them. You want to clean that knife?
I was going to get the skin off, and then we'll just use a different one. I was thinking something different.
You can probably pull from the back now and get it down further.
Oh.
Yeah. That's how you know it's a fawn.
Just peels right off. That's the messy part. Yeah. Paper towel. Tony, you want to man paper towels here?
Yeah, you can do that.
We got a couple people on?
Oh, there's a couple.
Good.
Quite a few. Tim, you want paper towel?
No, I'm good. You're just gonna have to get around that.
Yep, that's fine.
You get around that neck, you can pull it down where the chopper hole.
We can
Because
get the towel real quick. It's fine.
Because that's about as far as you're gonna go on them legs.
How do we drain the blood? Well, the blood will drain out of there. When we do it like this, it basically encapsulates the intestines inside the chest cavity there. It was a gut shot deer. It's a mess in there. Wasn't all gut, but he hit it probably the second to the last rib going in, and it come out the bottom. So it's going to be nasty. So what we want to do is try to do the best we can to preserve the meat. If we split it right here and we can pull the back off, first thing we'll do is we'll take the front shoulders off, then we'll pull the loins off, and then we'll break the hindquarters off, and we'll be about as far as we can go. When you poke one like that, so here's the last rib here. That's the second to the last rib. That's the third to the last rib. So it went between the third and the fourth to the last rib. So it's not terrible. And you can see where it exited there on the other side. Shooting straight down on it pretty much. Not the best shot, but it's not bad.
It's a learning experience.
Yeah.
It doesn't, he might have got lucky too, honestly.
I think he probably poked the back part of the lung there.
I don't think he had any guts. From the smell of it so far,
Nah, it's gutty, dude.
Well, there's gut on the area.
Yeah.
but I don't think he might have blew it open.
No, I don't think he poked the bag. No. Serious question. Given the fact that there's so much hurt in the world right now, wouldn't it be the right thing to do for you to just fart in the mic?
Hold it.
I don't know. Let's see.
You
We
can
can
put,
take the gamble up a little bit.
you can put it
Did you
all
hear that?
together.
If I,
Did you
Push
hear it?
that one down a little bit more yet?
yeah,
You should have dressed that deer in the field. No.
You ain't getting
No.
much here.
no.
I've just cut them.
Nah, we don't eat the shanks anyway, right, Tony? I need to get trays first, so
Yeah.
Go
I
get
didn't
trays.
get a chance to do that.
Clean your hands off.
Yeah,
Put the knife there. I ain't going
I don't
anywhere.
want to put this on the ground. I'm gonna throw it right in
You're
the sink.
on cardboard.
I
Are
don't
you
want
gonna
to
use it
step
yet?
on it, Tim. That's my issue.
Beware of your surroundings.
Huh?
Said beware of your surroundings.
Beware. That deer smelled it too.
But honestly though,
You're the first one to actually fart for me. I'm subbing. Thanks, buddy. We appreciate it.
I don't think he blew through that.
No.
I think he's fine with it.
Bro doesn't wear gloves because this is the pain train. That's why. Everything we do is hard.
Who wears gloves?
Nobody wears gloves. Like, what are we going to wear gloves for? We're going to eat this thing anyhow.
It's pointless to wear gloves. Because you pull your gloves off, you're still gonna get dirty regardless.
This is Al's second one. The season just opened in Pennsylvania here, Saturday, right?
Saturday, but he got one with a red tag.
But he got one with a
early
red
the
tag in
season.
August. And then I shot a big buck down in Maryland. So 3 for us for the year.
I'll be going out Monday, Tuesday. Hopefully, I have a decent bucks on camera. Hopefully, I can connect with one of them Monday or Tuesday.
Yeah, real men don't wear gloves. I live in Alabama. Thanks, Jack. We love Alabama. Do you always skip the gutting? No, not always. If this would have been a clean heart shot or a lung shot, we would have gutted it in the field. But we're only 20 minutes from where we recovered the deer. Again, we gave it some extra time.
See,
It's a long story. You know, this deer bedded right after he shot, and then it jumped up when another buck come over and kind of nudged it and got it to stand up and get away from the feed tree that it was under. Whoops. What was that?
Dick. I'm right here.
So we knew we had to give it some time, and you know, it's mostly a liver shot. So
So, that stinks. Question for you though. So you guys didn't gut this one. What is the pros and cons of gutting it out in the field with this shot or not gutting it?
when you gut it out in the field, right, you're gonna pull all of that stuff out. It's gonna be all over the outside of the hide. When we pulled the hide off, see how we don't have any nastiness over here, anything. We have it just right around that hole. We're not gonna use any of that anyway. So, you know, when you gut shoot one, I don't recommend that you use the rib meat. A lot of places, especially the butcher shops, they'll hose them out. I don't think that's a good idea. All that does is just spread the bacteria around, and that's just not, it's not good.
So, and that's why I asked.
The quality of the meat would just be,
Well, and that's why I asked because I was always little on up, gut it right away, get
Yep.
the guts out. I only hose mine out though after you have had everything off. When you hose it out, it's a straight shot.
yeah.
It all goes.
I don't hose any of them. I think it just spreads too much of the bacteria, especially if you've got any kind of gut puncture. It's just not something I do.
Well, that's why I asked. I never saw it done this way, so I want to know the pros and cons, what you see compared to what I'm naturally used to.
Well, I'm used to, when I shoot a deer, Alfred just hands me a beer, but I guess I gotta grab my own. Who else has good questions? Yeah, we're Pennsylvania, not Missouri. I'm gonna be posting some hunting content soon. Jack, I hope so. I wanna see it. All I can say is just start and post. That's what we did. We started with the fishing. We've moved on to the hunting. And, you know, back in the, in the spring, we'll get back into the fishing, but this is what this is what it's all about right here.
Where those other knives end up?
Yes.
On top of the fridge. So we
We'll
might
probably,
leave this-
yeah, we probably won't use that one. We might use a piece or two of it, but we'll probably, yeah.
Just saw that right there.
That's awesome.
You just break my saw?
Blade.
Is that actually my saw though?
Yeah, it's your saw.
Good. Where's my other one at?
Right up there, buddy.
Nice,
You're gonna need it.
nice.
I really do want to clean that thing.
You don't have to worry about cleaning it. I'll clean it.
Yeah, well, we're gonna need an extension cord for it.
No, we're just gonna.
Yeah, we can show you that. It's just, all it is a gambrel.
Nah, don't, Tim, there's.
I don't know how to work his,
What's he trying to do?
I believe that's an HME gambrel. You can buy those just about anywhere, but if you type
Amazon.
in an Amazon search, an HME gambrel, and you'll be able to buy one of those. They're $19.99.
I was about to say, I actually looked one up today, and I was right around that price, if not maybe a little bit lower.
My hands are bloody, dude.
Somebody said use loppers.
I heard that before, but I never tried it.
That was funny. Yeah, that when I said we'd probably use a piece of it, Al does tie a lot of his own flies, so that's probably what he'll use it for.
I don't think that thing's hooked up, dude.
Get her plugged in. It's a little button buck.
Hang on, Tim.
No, we don't use crossbows. This was shot with a recurve. Beyond good with the loppers. I gotta try it out.
It's really not effective.
That was effective. Now cut that with a knife, brother.
Pop through that.
You got a privacy screen on here, don't you, Al?
I do, yeah, it makes it kind of difficult sometimes.
Off goes the head. Center a little too hard there, bud.
That might be well, not sure.
This one?
Yeah.
No.
I've never tried to eat the tail of a deer.
A couple weeks ago.
This turned to a Dexter episode real quick.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, these things are awesome.
Exchangeable blade or replaceable blades,
Yep.
like razor blades. You want to take the neck off yet, or you want to leave it?
Legs first.
Well, that thing is sharp.
Razor sharp. Dude, I, you know what? Like, people are like, oh, you need to know how to sharpen a knife. Dude, no, I don't. I don't got time for that.
Replace the blade.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm all about these now, I'll tell you that. I guess I should have started with the backstrap, shouldn't I?
Now you can get them later. That thing can go right in the smoker.
It really could. That's the thing. Which one was
Yeah, Seth, it's 4C, buddy.
I don't necessarily need to hold the flag, but that'll work, I guess.
Cook it and eat it. Yeah, that's what we do. It's not a spike, it's a button buck. Spikes aren't legal in Pennsylvania. A chair probably would help. Little button head. Yeah, yeah. Well, when it comes to curing the meat, we do a couple different things. Al loves to make the sticks, right? I like to make sausage. I like to make summer sausage. But I'll have the smoker going. What I like to do is make a lot of jerky. When I do that, I throw that in the smoker.
How was jerky last in the office, Timmy?
About 31 minutes.
Depends who's there.
Yeah. Even some of the officers who aren't really about it end up coming back out. That's all.
How many beers does it take to dress a deer? Probably 2.
Depends.
Depends. I like to take breaks and drink a little bit more.
There's all kinds of organs you could check for disease. Seth, I like to take my jerky and I like to slice it about 1/4 inch.
Can you just hold it again before my buddy so it's
I marinate it in a secret family recipe and let it set for about 24 hours, and then I put it on the smoker. I skewer that thing with bamboo skewers, and I like to leave the strips as long as I can.
Nope, you're good.
And I smoke it.
You gotta work tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of the venison sausage. That's what I like to do.
It's okay. Just have your weed set up for Tuesday.
Did you already get it back, Seth? Good deal, man.
Yeah, I'll be there.
Have you eaten any of it yet?
No, have your weed set up for Tuesday. I shoot one.
I know. I just said I'll be there.
Try to go into my brother's office.
What's the secret? I buy the high mountain stuff from Cabela's or Dunham's. That stuff's great.
What do you buy?
The high mountain jerky cure.
I get the stuff from Cabela's, and that's phenomenal.
Yep.
It's super easy. Can't go wrong with that.
So here's another place for you to look at, and it's right down the road.
Yeah, he's getting the backstraps out right now.
Tony, the Amish store right down the road here, down
They have the
right
same stuff?
before Walmart. I would check out that place. That's where me and my brother got all of our stuff for sausages, sticks, everything. Better prices.
Yeah, we'll check it out.
And they have like the skins, everything that you would probably need for jerky, sausage, sticks.
Summer sausage.
Well,
the
yeah,
big
because the
12
one day when
pounders.
me and him were at work, I actually called him, and you and him talked for about, what, 30, 45 minutes?
Not more than that.
TN, I've been bow hunting for most of my adult life. I took about a 10-year hiatus where I wasn't really hunting too much, riding a lot of motorcycles and focusing on, my job and stuff. But about 7 or 8 years ago, I got back into it and just been crazy ever since. And by crazy, and again, this is Al's 3rd season. We're letting him do this deer by himself because he needs some practice with the knife. But I've probably butchered 75 of them in the last 8 years. Between Al's deer, my deer, other friends' deer. But I've got a little bit of a better setup, I think. I've got some better lighting. At least Al has a temperature-controlled garage, right? Here, show everybody that backstrap. Everybody wants to see it.
There we go.
But that thing's tiny.
Yeah. I probably got 3 times the meat off that mature.
Now, this is a real small deer. This deer was born in the spring sometime. It probably weighs 55 or 60 pounds, probably.
I was a little laughter out.
The shoe fits,
You got to get after some big game there, TN. Well, what we got to do, we got to throw the carcass away in the garbage. Has to be sent to the trash. It's not like a horror movie.
So some states actually don't allow that though.
Charger, you got to do it, man. You got to get out there and get into it.
I know PA, West Virginia allows it.
It's a real satisfying feeling to be able to take the meat and do what you want with it. A lot of guys will drop it off at a butcher. I'm just not a fan of it because I don't know what I'm getting back. So I know that we, you know, yeah, there was some gut on his ear, but
No, we're gonna go the other way.
we're gonna butcher it in such a way that we don't get any of that in the meat. We don't taint the meat in any way.
Dancing here?
Thank you.
So trash us alive?
Create a meat sickle for the yotes.
Do they wanna shoot back up?
Jack, I do the same thing.
Week or two?
What's up?
Do they wanna shoot back up to the 80s in the next week or two?
Man, I freaking hope not.
I heard that they wanted to.
Don't. Don't even
Yeah,
start.
trust
I'm
me,
not
I
in
know.
for that.
Don't do that. Don't get in the 80s.
I heard rumor that's what they wanted.
I heard it's not gonna go above 65 for the next 3 weeks. That's what I heard.
Well, if it does, then that's a complete flip flop from last year.
I know, it would be an
We're-
absolutely awesome, awesome October.
Now, what's gonna happen is during the rut now, it's just gonna be super hot, so there's gonna be a lot more nighttime activity instead of,
Well, there was a lot of nighttime activity under the tree you were in.
you're not kidding me.
Well, so I actually went to move one of my cameras today because I kept on getting the pictures of just sunlight on how the sun was hitting everything. So I actually went and moved the camera. I shit you not, 5 minutes after I moved away from that camera, I had fucking deer right in front of it.
I believe you. Doesn't take long.
This buck wouldn't leave the field tonight.
Yeah, big mature buck wouldn't leave the field, like.
Deer movement so far from last year to this year have been
Been crazy.
night and day in my eyes.
Yep.
But I didn't hunt this early October last year because it was way too hot.
I don't like that bloodshot nonsense in there. All right, second backstrap out. Just got the,
Somebody asked if Tony was out today.
Yeah, Tony was out hunting today. I want to take consult Tony before I keep going, because I think normally he cuts the.
What are you talking about?
Here, Tony.
What I do?
Should I cut this as far back as I can? How do you want to do
Just
this?
do it. Cut it. Hack it off.
Tony.
Butchering a deer, it's how you were raised to do it and how you know how to do it. You find your own groove and you just go with it.
Just start cutting.
What works for you might not work for Tony. What works for Tony might not work for you.
Well, it's nice and warm right here.
Ain't bad.
Honestly, after lighting the wood stove, it comfortable. Not too hot. Just comfortable.
Okay.
All right, Tony, what am I doing with the beetle here?
Start cutting, bro. Cut around the tail.
Like down here?
No. Start at the top.
Right
Get
here?
around the H bone there. Just start cutting. You know where it's at.
Get up in there. I don't like this. See, now I just figured it weird. Why did you make me do this?
Somebody said you should gnaw on that tail while you're doing that.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I want to call in assistance here before I have a bad night.
Tag team. Al's tagging in. Tony.
Don't poke it with a knife, but
I won't poke it with a knife, though.
so what you do is you come in here like this. Here's the bone, you can see it right here.
So, Al, the person that said you should gnaw on that tail,
Yeah.
that was Murphy.
Oh, Murphy. How's Murphy doing? How's Oktoberfest? Thanks for the invite.
Somebody said you're gonna mount this one.
Yeah. I already mounted it. Now you do that one on that side.
Handle that.
I'm here to instruct.
Murphy said Oktoberfest was a blast. Al said he believes it, but I think he's kind of heartbroken you didn't invite him.
We go around to the other side. There you go.
So one question was, do you guys run dogs?
No, this isn't. Can't do that in Pennsylvania.
We wouldn't do that anyhow. We 90% of what we do it this way because it's harder. Like, only 2% of people are actually out there hunting with recurves or, traditional bows, long bows. And it's something that Al and I decided to do this year because Al shot 7 deer last year. He shot his carb tire on the G8 a couple weeks ago. And I shot 5 last year, 2 bucks. Al shot a nice big old 10-point last year. So going after with a recurve is just,
Dude, it's not forgiving. It's not for the faint of heart. I'll tell you
No.
that. It's been a rough season so far, and I can't say it's been super enjoyable.
but it hasn't been a bad season.
It hasn't. Like, that's the thing. But compared to last year, and like
How
thinking about
many
it,
deer are we seeing? We're seeing,
every night we're seeing.
tonight I saw 2 bucks.
Every
All I'm
single-
seeing is bucks. I haven't had an opportunity to kill a doe since the first day in Maryland. No, second day in Maryland. Third day in Maryland. I haven't had a doe close enough to the tree because I'm surrounded by bucks 90% of the time.
I mean, I wish I had that problem. That's not my issue.
Why didn't you kill a buck yet? Well, I did. And then I'm struggling with the thought of killing this big 10-point, but I think with the recurve, I just got to do it, right? He's big enough to kill with the recurve, but I don't think he's big enough to kill with the compound. Like, I just wouldn't do it. And it's a 130-inch deer, maybe 125, 130-inch deer. He's a big deer. It's just that I'm super picky this early.
Yeah, because you like to run on.
I do like to rut hunt. If I shoot a big buck now, it's over, man.
Huh, rut hunting is
Overrated in my opinion.
It's fun.
it is fun.
I'd much rather be done with my season. But that's just me.
Well, you're a quitter.
You can never sit here and say you'd rather be done with your season because you are the last one hunting out of all of us.
I'm the first one and the last. You are 100% correct.
So your statement of you'd rather be done with the season
It's not
is-
done for the season. I would really like to shave this mustache, though. I'll put, can I phrase it like that? Is that okay?
You want to shoot a buck so you can shave your stash, okay?
Like, I don't want to be buckless, but that's gonna pop. And I'm gonna have to be careful here.
Let it pop. I wouldn't go that way with the knife.
I have to, because the tendon's holding it. So now what we should do is, we should get a bag and get that under the deer before we go any further, because this thing's gonna drop here.
Take anything else off that neck.
That's fucking.
So
I don't mean to curse, but
you say that, but are you doing it with anything other than that back hind quarter?
no, I don't think so.
So if you have a garbage bag, go grab it. And then you take the sawzall and just go straight across there.
Well, we could, but the bag is still in there, Timmy. The piss sack is still in there, and I don't want to hit that. Although I guess I'm gonna have to do something about that here. Because it's gonna
Well,
tank.
right now, so you go straight across here, you ain't gonna hit the piss sack.
You don't want to do that. You don't want any of that stuff in there. You just want to take it off.
Do me a favor, just hold the bag open so I can get my hands dirty.
You're fine, buddy. I got more buddies than I expected. Whatever. friends are 4.
What was his name? You know, I forgot to ask.
Call Kevin. You know, but
That is.
hi.
If I could let that go,
Yeah, probably.
you don't pay me enough for this shit.
What's up, Timmy?
Oh, nothing much.
How many people are on?
21.
I think too many.
It's not as good as our other wives, but we're also pretty late on a Thursday. Or a Friday, probably a little more popping. And to be fair, not everybody wants to see this.
I'm gonna say it's Desert Goat. Said he has a razor, straight razor, if you want that for your stash.
Well, the problem is I gotta kill a buck before I can do that.
Yeah, he has this thing on if he doesn't shoot a buck, he doesn't shave it.
And I don't think this counts, unfortunately for me.
And then at the end of the year, if he doesn't kill the buck, he's got to shave his eyebrows.
Yeah, by the end of that time, he might have a stash like Shibe with no eyebrows.
That'd be cool.
No, I get to shave the mustache after I,
Yeah, but you have to wear like no eyebrows and a stash for like a day.
Oh, you got Texas, Bama, Kentucky.
Okay, I'm about to drop this, so I'm gonna need somebody to kind of hold the bag here. Help me out. Please.
You got it, Tony?
I guess I'll help him out.
If I did not get your YouTube name right, I'm sorry.
Are you all the way through?
Roll Tide. Who? After last week, you should be careful when you say Roll
Watch where the
Tide.
knife goes.
Yep.
So, Al, what did you just do there?
So you're slicing the tendons right around the ball joints, that way it can pop out, that's all. That's a method. Well, I got bloody hands, let me pick that up. Why don't you let me get it? My hands are already dirty. On the bright side, it is trash in it. Okay.
On the right side is
Go, somebody grab me that other bag, please.
What other bag?
The other one that's over there, please.
This other bag, yeah.
garbage bag, yeah. Freak, yeah.
What are you doing, double bagging?
Yeah.
Jake, I bet you do hate Vanderbilt, but that was a solid game. These two don't watch college football that much, I don't think, but
Centered.
Bama Vanderbilt was a solid game.
You did all right.
Got to saw through this, or can I, probably just saw through it.
I would lay it on the table and saw through it. It's the easiest way to do it.
So Desert Goat said, if I did not get his YouTube name right, I'm good. And make sure the older ones butcher the deer right.
Cut it up, and then,
Well, Desert Goat, what do you mean by the older ones?
and saw on your side.
Hey, Al, Alaska said hey.
Why is it stressing you out?
What was the question?
Alaska said hey.
Alaska, what's up, brother? How are you doing? Look, I killed something finally.
What's up, brother? I don't know why you cut it so close.
Tim, can we talk about how your truck has been running in my driveway for the last
Hour and 20 minutes?
I like a warm truck when I go home there, buddy.
It hasn't been an hour and 20 minutes. It's only been about 30.
Yeah, it wasn't that bad, even for me, who's not very experienced in this. If you know what you're doing or you have someone to help guide you, it's not terrible.
What's up, Alaska?
All right. Take the other door, Watson.
I know Alaska's first name.
What is it?
Oh, I'm not gonna tell everybody on the internet what Alaska's first name is.
How's that fire looking there?
It's looking all right. Maybe it needs some wood. We are done.
Whew. I like this one. Ready for this?
Yeah.
Desert goat. I look like I'm in my 20s. The other two look like they're in their late 40s, early 50s.
You look like you're in your 20s. I don't know about that.
Desert goat, I wish you were right. Tony, you are.
My birthday was yesterday. I turned 44. I'm the old guy. Alfred is a youngin'.
So Tony just turned 44. Actually, like Tony said, Alfred is technically the youngin' out of the group. He will be 30 in February, a day after I turn 30. So, but I take the compliment. I like to think I'm young and pretty young looking yet. Tony, how cold is it right now where we're at?
When I was coming up here, it said 46.
So
So it's probably
mid 40s.
mid to low 40s, yeah. It's cold.
Jack said happy birthday, Tony.
Thanks, Jack. Jack, you're my new favorite person that watches our lives because, well, let's face it, there's probably not a lot of people that want to watch this. And when we finish this up, I won't be surprised if we only had like maybe 1,000 people on total. When we shoot, we get like 50,000. So, but everybody wants to see it, I guess.
Yeah, it got so this October compared to last October, the temperature has been a big noticeable difference.
It got cold quick.
It got cold quick because last year around this time
75,
I wasn't hunting.
80 degrees.
Like
Throw some wood in there.
Yeah.
last year around this time I wasn't hunting. I told Al I'm not a fan of hunting when it's warm out.
I'm gonna drop this back just a little so we can all kind of see what's going on. What's up, guys? Thanks for everybody who tuned on here. I appreciate you guys. It's 25. Get out of here, Alaska. Hey, can you guys see the aurora tonight? In the 90s, that's way too warm.
Where's that at?
I don't know, but it's 12 o'clock and I'm finally getting. Mr. Rogers, how's it going?
Oh yeah, by the way, you and Tony look like you're in your 40s, early 50s.
Yeah, I know, I'm balding. It's awful.
I look like I'm in my 20s yet.
You whatever. Goat, that's the goal here, man. So, I mean, tonight's a pretty low-key live stream as far as some of ours go. But as long as you guys are learning and you're kind of seeing what we're doing, and hopefully it helps, you know. A lot of people don't have mentors. A lot of people don't have anybody to teach them this stuff. So if you guys have questions, like this is why we throw the live up. We can talk directly to you and kind of show you what we're doing as we do it. So season doesn't start till Thanksgiving. That's crazy.
How's the second one?
What state is that?
What? Hold on. You just got to turn it, dude. What's up?
What state is that?
What state is what?
Season doesn't
Start till Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Jack, are you a rifle hunter, man?
No, where's he from?
I don't know. Ends in February. Yeah, ours. When does ours end? Last day of January.
No, it'll be before that.
No,
And then
no.
Maryland goes down until about February
Well,
15th.
we have late season that comes in. So late archery comes in right after Christmas and goes until about mid to late January.
Murphy, I haven't killed anything with a gun yet. Maybe this year I'll do it.
Maybe this year he'll do it.
rabbits, raccoons, and quail. That's awesome. So,
That is pushing decent heat though tonight.
yeah, now that the stove is hooked up the right way, Tim. I had to get Tim's cousin over to actually help me hook up the wood stove the right way. But it's okay. You know what? You always try, though, and I appreciate that.
Shive's better.
That's what he does. J-Dog, we were butchering some deer tonight. You can still see the meat sitting on the table back there. I got to put that in the fridge.
Right there, it's just as cold in here as it is in the fridge.
Yeah, it's pretty chilly. It's like 40 degrees out right now, so.
You plug that fridge in.
Seth, yeah, I'll go live tomorrow evening, assuming Tony doesn't kill one or something. Maybe we both kill one again. I don't know. That'd be awesome. We got to double up at some point.
Seth, all I saw tonight was bucks, so
How about we just wait
small
till
little
Monday
spikes
we
and
triple
stuff.
up?
That's it.
Wait till Monday and we all triple up.
Dude, it'll be epic. We'll bring them all here. You get a gambrel. You get a gambrel. Bring them on over.
I'll get a gambrel, you get a gambrel.
We'll just race to see who's done last, and that'll be me.
I can bring a new blade over for the saw, so
We'll
it's
have a
little
deer
bit better.
butcher.
Alaska 40s aren't cold, but you gotta understand, last week it was in the 80s still, and now we're down in the 40s, so it dropped pretty quickly. But it's good for deer hunting, you know, I'm not complaining.
It's been a couple years since we had this.
It's not
This cold of an October. It's been a good
8 or
bit.
9 years.
He's trying. Seth, I saw him tonight, man. He came out about 10 minutes after dark. I had 4 bucks in the tree when I was sitting there.
Tell Seth how I had to run in there with the Jeep and scare him away.
Yeah, Tony literally had to sit there with the Jeep. He's honking the horn. He's shining the light at him. And these bucks, like, don't want to leave. I got 4 bucks under the tree I'm in. Like, it was insanity.
Like 10 feet from the tree.
Yeah, like, if I had to take a shot, it would have been, like, straight down. It was awesome. So,
I told you that tree
it's
was
just,
guaranteed.
it's wild. It's wild.
I told you that tree was guaranteed, buddy.
I'm hoping with the holiday weekend, some other areas are open, and we can get into some of there a little bit, too.
I still
We'll
think
see.
both you guys need to just do your shit, do your stuff for the Red Ants or
You know what?
something.
I'm going to the farm. Screw it.
Let me know. I don't care if you go. You just got to let me know. So
I know. So
I
you
know.
don't go out.
yeah.
See me sitting in your stand.
Well, honestly, I don't care. I just don't want to walk in on you.
Wouldn't you like to know, Seth?
But also, you should do your shit.
Jack, that's awesome, man. That's a lot of bucks.
Why? I know it's free.
So why not do it?
Because then I'd have to drive.
Alrighty, guys. That pretty much wraps up this live stream, I think. We just wanted to show you how we go about butchering our deer, or quartering our deer. So we probably keep doing this as long as we keep killing some deer. And yeah, I mean, we've got a lot of season ahead of us. I know I'm pretty tired already. I had Sunday off, but I hunted 4 days last week down in Maryland, which is an hour and 40-minute drive each way. And then come back to Pennsylvania season, I've hunted every single day. So yeah, it's been, and we're only a week into the Pennsylvania season. Like, it's about to be a long season, but this is why they call it the pain train. Yeah, I mean, that's the name, and it's sticking, baby.
If we were using
That's cool,
the
Sleepy.
compound bows, all right, and this is just a hypothetical. Like, we don't know the actual numbers until we actually draw on them and stuff like that. But we've had opportunities to kill 12, 13 deer
Yeah.
under 40 yards.
Yep.
And we probably, realistically, we would have shot, like, we would have killed 4 or 5 deer in the first 3 days in Maryland.
Yep.
No shit.
I mean, like, bang up shots. Like, I know all the ones I count. I could have 4 or 5 right now, and all of those would have been within 30 yards. With the compound, it's a bang up shot.
And then in Pennsylvania, I mean, I could have killed that deer probably, I could have killed that big buck at probably 54 yards. And at 54 yards, I would have taken that shot as he's feeding,
Not paying attention.
just,
Yep.
yeah. So, realistically, yeah, I think we'd have probably killed 9 deer, 7 to 9 deer already.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, we're having a little bit of a tougher go at it because we're using the recurves, but the challenge is what makes it fun for us.
Yep.
And I don't want to be done with my season now. I want to be done with my season in January.
Yep.
You know, I want to call it done when I'm ready.
Yep.
So we got a lot more content coming. I think Sunday's going to be a big day where we probably put out maybe 2 or 3 long forms. So stay tuned. There's a lot of, like, Monday night was probably one of the best memorable nights as far as deer hunting goes in my whole entire life. I got some of the best film footage of some of the biggest bucks that I've been able to get on film. It's all in broad daylight. It's fantastic. It's the same buck that was under the tree tonight, so Al got to take a look at him.
Yeah, he's a giant.
Yeah, it's just
I mean, for a Pennsylvania, he's you know.
He's a 200-pound, perfect, typical 10-point, probably 125 inches, 130 inches.
Probably the only deer of that caliber that I've had within bow range that I could have realistically shot. But you know, of course, tonight it was after legal. We're not going to do anything like that. But I did get some really cool footage of bucks literally right under the tree, just doing their thing. I mean, it was wild. It was just wild. Just the way that buck goes over and chases off the button buck that I shot. Like, that's
It's just wild.
and I have the whole thing on camera, you know, like tonight was something else. I'm really excited to bring you guys the video. So.
And we did everything textbook. We knew we had not a great shot.
Yep.
So we followed blood a little bit, and we got to a spot where we thought we heard another deer moving down in the woods. It wasn't the deer that he shot, but we...
Why don't you come up on the camera here and talk a little bit instead of just like sitting there?
Because I'm sitting here, man.
Why don't you get up and talk?
Why?
Because people want to see you. You're the best looking person in this
No.
whole thing. There's 150 people that want to see you right now.
There's
Get
not
up.
150 people on
You want to bet?
it. No. There's like 12.
Why don't you get up and start
Oh,
talking?
come on.
He's close with his number.
I'm not messing with you.
Short a little bit like
Yeah,
usual,
Seth
but-
knows.
But anyway, yeah, we everything was textbook tonight. So we know we have a bad shot. We know it's probably liver. We're looking at the blood. Blood is super dark. There's a lot of gutty material on the arrow because it passed through the gut after it went through the liver. But he shot it between the 4th and the 3rd to the last rib. So it's like, it's middle rib cage. But the diaphragm doesn't sit right at the end of the rib cage. The diaphragm sits in a couple ribs, 2-3 ribs. So he may have poked the one lung. We didn't open it up because it's a mess in there. We don't even want to deal with it. But we have a lot of real dark, real thick blood. So we followed it to the end of the, basically to the wood line. Then we backed out. We went and had dinner, and we went in about an hour and a half later, something like that, maybe 2 hours.
It was about 2 hours after the shot. By the time I got down, got my stuff packed up, and and this is like one of the great things about filming. It absolutely makes hunting significantly harder. But then being able to go back and replay that shot 6 times, like there was no doubt I hit liver. You said it as soon as you saw the video.
Yeah, as soon as I saw the video, it's like, no, it's liver. It's going to be a dead deer. It's going to be it'll probably be pretty challenging to find it. But in reality, it wasn't that difficult. We didn't have a great blood trail, but it wasn't horrible. It wasn't like we were crawling around on our hands and knees looking for it. It bled enough. And one of the things that I think made it bleed as it was moving was as it laid down, its body cavities filling up with blood.
Yeah.
So when that buck moved it off, it was just pumping out. It was, there's nowhere for it to go. Cavity's full, it's gonna come out. And you had a good hole at the bottom, right? You blew through it.
Yeah.
You had a pass through. So,
I mean, and this is like we talk about experience. Like experience plays a huge role in this hunting game, and sometimes you don't know until you know. The way that deer was standing, she had her right shoulder, which is the one I was shooting at her right side. She had her shoulder really far back because she hadn't taken a step. And then
to demonstrate what that looks like, if she's standing there with her legs straight like this, the elbow would be out, and you'd aim for the pocket. And that's what Alfred did. But the way she was standing like this, had that leg way back. So he aimed for the pocket, and in his mind, as he's looking at the deer, he's aiming in the right spot. But the challenge is that based on the anatomy of the deer, the way she was standing, it wasn't the right spot. It was probably 3.5, 4 inches too far back.
Yep. So, you know, and that's just it's experience. Part of it was I've been hunting hard for 3 weeks, and I wanted to shoot a deer, you know, and maybe I rushed that shot a little bit. The deer was kind of right on the edge of my wind, and I'm like, if I don't take the shot and it goes to my left, I don't have a shot opportunity, and it's gonna have to go across my wind. So, CJ, I'm not ignoring you. We're just trying to tell a story, man. So everybody in the comments, I appreciate everybody dropping comments. We're not ignoring anybody. We're just trying to tell the story. That's all. But I mean, that was pretty much it. I'm really excited to bring you guys the video, and I really hope you guys can learn something from it. That's really the biggest thing. If you can learn from our content so you don't make the same mistakes, that's game changing. So
If you do this long enough, I don't think there's anything you're gonna do to avoid mistakes. It's just gonna happen. You've gotta be able to live with that.
yeah,
It's
Yep.
just the name of the game. It's a hard thing to do, especially with a recurve. It's a totally different level.
well, it's very, like I said, I've already said it a bunch of times. Like, it's not forgiving with my 70-pound compound.
You just centered that thing right smack where it needed to be.
Mikey, thank you. You're the best. I appreciate it. This sexual tension. Well, you haven't even seen our third man in the crew here. Oh, I'll tell you what.
Aye.
This is Tim from Outdoor for Sure. You should check out his channel. He's got some good stuff, and he's getting into the hunting content here. I appreciate it. He came over tonight. He helped me move the fridge, which this deer's going to go in. Like, it's nice to have a crew around you who everybody kind of comes together when somebody shoots something.
400 people on now, but
And,
we're skinning the deer. There's like 20. It's like doesn't
So
make sense.
yeah, we appreciate all the love, guys. This is awesome. I'm glad. We have a whole community behind us, and it's a pretty cool feeling.
I feel bad. I'm not wearing my Shed Crew shirt,
I'm not wearing my paint train shirt either.
so it is what it is.
Yeah, the merch is up on the link, guys. In case anybody drop links for the channels. Yeah, we'll have to drop Timmy a link here. So I don't know if anybody else is able to do that.
What's up?
CJ, I'll tell you what, if the world was ending, like, this is why I'm partnering up with Tony, because one, he's a cold-blooded killer, and two, the dude's a surgeon with a knife. Like, if my wife went into labor and needed an immediate C-section, I would trust him with the knife any day of the week.
Be like,
He's
hand
he's
Tony the
ridiculous.
scalpel.
Hold on, there's only one downfall though. He's about to hit 60 and in a wheelchair, so
And I'd still
Look,
trust
I
him
don't
with
know. I don't know what's going on with my beard, guys, but I got these 2 white patches on the side. I'm not that old. All right,
you're a young buck yet.
I am. I got a lot of life left in me, so we're gonna go out and hammer deer.
Well, and you know I'm going to push you as far as you can go.
I
so.
know. In a wheelchair.
It's
Push me in a wheelchair.
and I'll get you out to the woods. It's
No,
fine.
you'll probably push me right off a cliff. I know better. I'll tell you what. If I was in that tree with you tonight, you'd have just cut the rope and just been like. Phew.
Dude, that would have been. We could have doubled up.
So let's tell everybody about this tree, because this tree literally.
Dude,
It's
oh,
not the
Let's start at the beginning.
it's not a pretty tree.
I videoed these deer Monday night, and I got a lot of great footage. But there was a feed tree up on the hill that all of the deer funneled to. So I said, "Hey man, you got to go in. You got to sit in this tree. It's a guarantee." And Alfred's like, "Well, is the tree climbable?" And I was like, "Well, I looked at it through the binoculars. It looks climbable. It's a big oak tree, but you can get in it." When he shows up, it's like trying to put a strap around a Volkswagen. So
dude,
he takes some rocks, throws it in his hat, uses that as a throw ball to get his rope up over one of the branches.
hang on. Let me get in here. Right?
Yeah, get in
So-
here and tell the story.
So one of the beautiful things about saddle hunting is, like, you can always improvise, right? So I had a couple ideas in my head when I got to this tree and I can't get my stick around the tree. I'm like, all right, well, now it's time to start improvising a little. So I thought the easiest solution for me was to take a bunch of rocks and put them into my soft cap, not like something like this, but a soft, like, fleece cap, right? And then I tied my rappel rope around it to keep the rocks inside, and I used the rocks to throw ball. So I threw them up over a branch that was 15 feet high. And then from there, I kind of ran and jumped and then ripped the rope out, the slack out of my Mad Rock, which was enough for me to reach the first branch, So I took my climbing stick off with an aider and I tied that around. I used the aider so I could get up enough to swing my leg over the branch. And then I was, you know, from there I was pretty much just climbing the tree. I wasn't even, I wasn't even like really using the stick to climb at that point because there were so many branches. I mean, it's a huge bushy oak tree. So.
What's an oak tree in a field? So instead of growing straight up, it grows out.
Yep.
And what that does, it provides a bigger mass circle for these deer to feed in, but it gives you the ability to sit up in that tree in the middle of a field and move around with the camera, move around with the bow, and
Yep.
they can't see anything.
Yep.
You know, and you had big mature bucks under that tree at last light.
Yep. Yeah, it was pretty cool. Super difficult to get up in. Next time I would definitely use a double rope technique. But going in blind, sometimes you got to improvise. The saddle allows for you to do that. If you're the climber and you're not getting up in that tree, I mean, this is what it is. Unless you're going to have somebody pull out a 20-foot ladder and then take it away when the deer come out. I don't know how else you're doing it. But, oh, it's getting saucy in here. Let's answer some of the question. Where's this at? Seth, I'm not telling you where it's at. It's certainly not on a live with 300 people, man. I can't do that.
Seth, you know better. We don't divulge our locations, bro.
It's in Pennsylvania.
CJ, I can't get tired, man. I'm too hyped up right now. That adrenaline's
That's
pumping.
good, huh? Wow.
I'm gonna let Tony talk for a little bit since he just
Broke my longbow today. Hey, look, I broke my longbow a couple weeks ago, and it's going to be 16 weeks till I got a new riser for it. Sorry.
You should go over on how to tie a good knot to get your bow in the tree.
Jack, what's your question? Seth, listen, you keep calling, I'll take you out. You know, you're getting greedy. You shot a doe on, Saturday? I haven't even shot a deer yet in Pennsylvania.
There you go.
I used to hunt in Northampton County. That's a good place to hunt, man. There's some big deer in there. What's my max bench?
250.
About 17 pounds, probably. I'm getting old, man.
Oh, it's all coming together now.
It's all coming back to me.
We
I
only
might just
told
throw
her.
these in the kegerator for now, actually, until that cools down.
Yeah, we only told that thing.
Can I play Fortnite on live? I'm not really into Fortnite. I'll do some Minecraft, though, with the kiddo.
I know, I'm sorry.
Can I have your beard hair, please? Listen, J-Dog, if you're serious, if you tie flies or something, I'll cut a little piece of that beard hair off and mail it to you if you want. Send us an email. Send us an email at paintrainoutdoors@gmail.com, and I will send you some beard hair. This is a hunting channel.
I appreciate it.
It wasn't in 17, Seth.
Especially because he just likes to watch. He's okay with me dragging his deer.
I'm in Fayette County, PA. Ronald Lutz. I hope you're getting after him in Fayette County.
I did text him. I wanted to see where he was at.
What's my advice on dealing with bullies? Well, look at these guys. They bully me all the time. They talk about how old I am, how fat I am.
Okay, mister, I can kill any buck that walks the earth.
I just sit here and listen to it all the time. We did some pheasant hunting there, too. Heck yeah, man. Al has a good dog for pheasant hunting. He loves it.
She loves it. It's fantastic. I
PA
just love
is
eating the
cold,
pheasant.
man. It's about 44 degrees right now.
Hey, Pappy.
What's
going
up?
home.
All right, buddy.
See you, bud.
I do. I stand up for myself a little bit.
Why don't you give him a fist bump, Tony?
All right, give him a fist bump. Thanks, buddy.
See you, Grandpa.
See you, Pappy. All right, Al, you got to talk to the folks.
See you guys later.
I think, unless anybody has any specific questions, I think we'll probably just shut it down here for the night.
Yeah, we could do that.
And then we're going to sit by the nice cozy fire for a little bit, enjoy a goodbye fart. Stop. You guys are wild.
You guys are wild. We're going to have to find another chair out.
Oh boy. But hey, I appreciate everybody hopping on tonight. If you're new to the channel, you know, if you want to see more of this stuff and you want to talk to us, subscribe. We do lives almost every night. We try to do at least one for a little bit every night. You know, normally it's us shooting the bows, just talking to you guys, answering questions. But if you like deer hunting, if you like fishing, this is the channel. So I appreciate everybody. We're going to call it there. Thanks, guys. You're the best.